belong. And look at me, mama, what I become.
Well, Greg, first morning out here. It's beautiful, it's calm, it's cool, it's overcast, and we've been saying all morning, cherish this bit of cool weather because we are in for some heat later in the week. It's early season here, it's still summer, it's going to be gloriously hot in the next few days. But yeah, welcome here, sir, and we primarily chasing Cape Buffalo. Got out here this morning and yeah, we're going to keep cruising around, get to some more high spots like this and keep glassing. And yeah, somewhere along the line we're going to come across a buffalo and we're going to work them in the thick stuff and we're going to have a good experience.
I'm looking forward to it, and I agree with you. This seems like a good day to hunt. Before it gets too hot, get a little exercise in and keep checking out these vistas, and I bet you will come across something pretty spectacular.
You see all the rubbing on this tree. So a lot of that is like warthogs, especially low down. They bathe in the mud and they scratch themselves. But where you're seeing all the bark stripped off like here, I mean there's bark and then just bare tree over here. There's a buffalo, they rub their horns and grind them against them and just kind of like partly territorial marking, but also I think it gets itchy a bit, you know, especially there when the bull's just getting hard. You often see that kind of bull just raking trees. But all these trees here right by the waterhole, look at that one, I mean the bark is totally gone. And that's just the buffalo's horns rubbing, so you'll see that quite a bit in the areas there's a lot of buffalo activity. See that kind of sign of buffalo activity. And I'm sure when we get closer to the ones we're now going to go have a look at, there'll be trees there that have been smashed around a bit as well. What a beautiful wind in our face here. It's nice and consistent, which is great. Kudu that we saw up there, they probably got their heads up, ears pricked, wondering what the heck can these baboons see that they can't. But we're going to keep on our plan. It's going well along here, the wind's good, so we'll keep going for another 500 yards or so before we start turning to pop over this ridge where we left those buffalo. Come look here to my right. Through these trees. Skyline this lone little bush, the upright, tallest, skinny bush. Look at the base of that bush, you can see it once back lying there. You're going too far across. Against this bush in front of us, that little upright bush in the gap there, that rectangular shaped bush. Look at the base of it, you'll see her back through the brush. That's a young bull, that bull is still soft paws. Oh yeah. This bull, that frontal, second from the left, at first I thought he might be hard, but he's just got some mud on his soft paws and he's definitely still young. They're not sure what the heck we were. They still now turn and face us. They kind of inquisitive, try and figure out what the heck we are. Especially that bull with the very big hooks there in the middle right of the wildebeest. The one right of the wildebeest, it's the one that stood up here and saw us. And it's kind of the most inquisitive. Trying to see what the heck's going on here. GPS now. Ball to the left, that was the one you had to keep watching. It wanted to go back here no matter what. It wanted to go into this valley. It's kind of stubborn. It still wants to go there. That bull on the left, he's turned again. He obviously lives down here. He wants to go back in here.
That's pretty close.
They normally would have all taken off after that first kind of turn to see what we were. But you could see there was one particular bull there that had a cheeky streak in it. And it was adamant it's not going. And when they got numbers like that, you've seen plenty National Geographic videos, the lions retreat and the whole herd comes running.
Yeah.
You see when you kind of retreat a bit, one or two young bulls get a bit confident.
But had we just run back, that would have triggered a little bit of an instinct from him, like
exactly.
like a grizzly bear.
Predator prey kind of, role reversal.
Yeah, well, you just got to fake it, I guess.
Come around yet again. We've been going left, right around the Stride Creek. Now got hot and the bulls aren't feeding, the bulls are lying down. So we're trying a different angle now where the wind's better for us. Hopefully we can see clear into the Dry Creek. So MCAL tracker, he still can see the bull and it's lying down there. So we're just going to go through here slowly and then check the wind and then look up the Stride Creek to try to spot this bull. So it's lying in the creek. There's a pool of water. And it's actually lying in the water at the moment, it's lying down the whole side. From here I got a range on him for 55 yards. So he's nice and close. What we're going to do is kind of looking this way, so you will see him move until we step out here. But from lying down, he's not just going to jump up and run away. He'll stand up when he sees us, and then he'd probably be a frontal quarter shot. You want to be inside the shoulder, frontal quarter here, not back. Inside point on that shoulder as he stands up, complete towards it in there. 50, 55 yards.
And you said he's asleep right now.
Yeah, he's chilling in the water, his head's up, but he's just relaxed. Nice ball, very widespread on him. Beautiful hard bosses. I can see a dewlap hanging here. Oh. So I'm just gonna come around this tree and sneak out slowly to be 50 yards. Brilliant shot. Hit him again. That's it, done. Done, partner. Okay, Buffalo Town, my friend. Thank you, MK.
Thank you, MK.
Tell you what, it's been circling back, forth, around this area, chasing the wind. And MK called from the top of the hill and he said, I know where this bull is. I know where he is. Wallowing in the mud.
Just like you read about.
Yeah. I wasn't going to wait for him to stand up because He was so perfect, and he had that shoulder, you could see the elbow, and your first shot was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I can see that.
We hit him, and we just hit him again because we can. We'd rather keep him right here while we could see him, and we're not following up on the stick stuff. So, good job. You take it right. That, my friend, is a monster buffalo. It's bigger than I thought. Stick looking here now at this angle, you can see the width of those bosses. And those bosses are 12, 13-inch bosses like that. Beautiful, rock hard. Look at the secondary growth on those bosses. Old bug, you can see his rib bone. I mean, the spinal bone coming off, and the ribs. It's really old boy, old warrior. Yeah. And you hammered him, and it's a classic scene. See buffalo wallowing on a hot summer day. He wasn't quite covered in mud yet. He obviously just covered laid down, and he was about to start getting himself involved with a bit of mud and swamp. But let's walk around that side and have a look. My goodness. You did your shots exactly what I told you. I hit the top of the heart, sir. Good job, man. One man, hammered. That is a proper buffalo, and I'll tell you what. We're going to take our boots off now, get in the water here, and you're going to feel how heavy he just pick his head up. Unbelievable way. So we'll set him up here for photographs, and we'll get some photos right here. There's our little crew here. We're not going to be able to get him out there and prop him up. No. Maybe when the recovery crew arrive. But congratulations, sir. Hello.
Thank you. Thank you for all your hard work.
Absolute pleasure.
Oh.
Greg, we've exchanged the big bores for the long gun coming here to the mountains. Got old buffalo done, and now we've moved camp up to the north in the mountains of the Karoo, and you can just see forever and ever great big vistas up here, but unrelenting countryside. Tell you what, just driving here you can feel it's going to be rough terrain walking in and hunting, but yeah, a lot of area here to hunt and a lot of ground to cover. So come up here for a few days, change the scenery, see what we can find. Nothing really strictly on the list. We're just going to go out, look what quality game we can find, and carry on hunting, go after it.
I think it'll be some fun shooting. Definitely looks like it'll present a very wide open shot. So we'll get to test some ballistics. So it'll be fun. Let's see what we find.
So Greg, we've got some beautiful cloud cover, which is a nice change from a few hours ago when we were roasting in the mountain. We saw beautiful Lechwe bull all alone, which is a great opportunity to stalk an animal alone. It's obviously more opportune. We're going to use this dry creek bed here, go down this ditch. The wind's good here. There's a bit of a hill there, and pop over and see. We should be able to get fairly close. So when we last saw him, he just kind of spooked a bit and then started trotting off. So he'll settle down there, and I'm sure we'll get a shot on him. Let's give it a go. Let's go a little bit further and pop up behind that hill there. That hill there gives us a little bit more cover. We can just come over there. He's got to be here somewhere. He was working his way down, but the wind's good here. Go straight forward. Got this perfect little kind of bump between us and him. Let's just go. The wind is still coming, drifting nicely like this. But whatever it is there, it's got its head down feeding, but I suspect it is the same animal. Just right on that shoulder patch, just midway up. Absolutely perfect. Spot on, my friend.
And
You see how he jumped up?
yeah,
He'll go down right there. It was absolutely spot on. And going down. Good job, sir.
there we go.
Man, I tell you what, this morning we cooked and burnt, but it cooled down beautifully now. Went out, and I mean, take a moment to look at this vista. Look at that vista. Down this one down. There we go, Greg. This, my friend, is one of my personal favorite antelope here. Just so many cool features about this antelope. It's got like a blocky head compared to our other game. Really thick set animal, but look at the coat on this, just magnificent. Kind of the dark black hair roots gives it a deep, rich color. So for me, this is one of the real special species we have. And up in these Karoo Mountains, they do really well here. They thrive here, and there are lots up here. So I'm glad we got this one. Found a mature bull by himself. Trotted off when we first saw him. We walked down the ditch and found him eating again. So all worked out well, and you put an absolute perfect shot on. So congrats on your Lechwe bull, my friend.
Thank you.
Oh, it's my absolute pleasure. And,
Magnificent animal.
and what a glorious afternoon to be hunting. And I tell you what, yeah, around 11 a.m. when we were first glassing in the mountains, we were cooking.
Yeah.
I think our faces look a bit pink from that escapade this morning. But yeah, distant thunder shower passed us, but left us with some cloud cover this afternoon. And yeah, the game's out in force. So we made it happen, my friend. Great, great animal. Fantastic. Another glorious day. Dead calm, sun's up. Probably going to get very hot today. So we'll take a nice walk on the plains here, circle around, see what we can find. Seen heaps of springbuck already. Nice waterbuck pool in the scattered brush down here. But we'll take a nice walk, just a loop around, keep glassing, see what we can come up with.
All right.
Let's go. There's another nice ram up here. There's a lot of shit they can see us. And then there's a blue wildebeest, but in the back on the horizon there's actually a darn nice black wildebeest bull I didn't expect to see. Look, there are two rams that are sparring here. I just want to crawl over this little bump in front of us and lay prone to see how steady we can get. Try and get a good range on them. So there's the two fighting together, correct? Okay, I'll let you know as soon as I see them. Okay, there's the one on the right, but let them square up. One on the left kind of now, but we'll let them come around and be squared. Okay, his head's down. Yeah, in the crease in the shoulder, just in that brown stripe. What a shot, my man. Springbuck always end up being further than we want to shoot. 360 pumped him.
Did you just drop right there?
Drop right there. A whole bunch of rams there, and those two are fighting a long time. And then yeah, he had thicker neck with thick horns.
Yeah.
Other one maybe had him a bit on length, but thin horns. But yeah, he turned, walked away.
He gave us a great broadside.
Put his head down, bang. Good stuff, mate. Early morning Springbuck down. Awesome.
All right.
We'll take a walk over and check him
Well,
out.
let's try and crowd MK in the back of the truck this morning.
Hazy side. Well, Greg, we've had our trusty little mutts on the back of the truck, but you haven't put them to work, man. Haven't put them to work. Beautiful, beautiful common Springbuck. Look at the beautiful colorations on him. Our national animal, magnificent. Look at all the bashed up bits on the horn. Just an old fighter, some scarring on the face. And yeah, we saw him kind of sparring with another ram there. And definitely a kind of dominant ram around here that he was sparring and fighting. But very delicate, dainty, elegant animals. And one that everyone must definitely pursue in their year. Just the humble common Springbuck, but still one of the most striking and beautiful animals. Beautiful soft coats. Yeah, there we have him. The great common Springbuck. So
Thank you.
congrats.
Thank you.
Beautiful shooting conditions this morning. I tell you what, just these are the kind of mornings I love in the mountains. Just calm, crisp mornings, vistas like this. It's just awesome being out in these conditions, and it's the right conditions. You have to try and hunt Springbuck on the open plains. So
Well, it made it easier, just there not being any sort of heavy wind or anything to complicate a longer distance shot. So
yeah,
happily it all worked out.
got it.
All right.
Well, Greg, we came up to a back beautiful valley here, and we actually did spot a sable bull lying down. It's just starting to get hot. It's nearly 10 a.m, so a lot of animals will be bedding down, but he's bedded in the open there, and he saw us, stood up, but we just kind of backed out of there. Now we're going to walk back slowly and come over the ridge there and get onto him. So it looks like a beautiful bull from the front, that nice wide flare, beautiful classic arc over. So a pitch black, jet black bull. So let's just walk up here, walk over, get eyes on him again, and find a nice place to lay prone and get a good shot on him. He's still just hugging tight against the trees there. We'll walk up a bit further. He's just there against the brush. They do tend to hug the brush line when they chill.
Where he's right here?
Yeah, let's just go up further. You see his head sticking up. Okay, he's now dead frontal. You're going to go straight up between the two front legs. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Magnificent animal.
Magnificent. The prince of the plains, one of the premier animals. Telling you the whole time how notoriously tough these animals are. And I tell you what, that first shot was square in the boiler room, and then we came around here. Check here, here's the lead sitting on the opposite side from the second shot, and saw this bull lying against the bush, and he jumped up in front of us, but he was really moving slowly. Put another perfect one in him, and yeah, beautiful sable. We could see from back there how those horns swept open at the back at these beautiful long tips over here, and just a great bull. So jet black color, the white belly underneath, just everything you kind of want. So
Magnificent animal.
the prince of the plain. These are really like beautiful, just some of the most striking animals we have. When you see them standing proud there, look like a thoroughbred racehorse. Just magnificent animals. So great old bull. We saw a herd this morning with another good bull in there, and we thought we'd just see what else we can find. And they were very similar in kind of size and everything, both black old bulls. but really like the look of this, the classic arc and the kind of flaring horn tips. You said to me when he stood there proud in the sun that bull looks really wonderful to me. I said, great, let's take it. So all worked out. So fantastic animal and really awesome hunt this morning. Congrats.
Very much.
Greg, we left the mountains, we're back down at Woodlands, and we're on the wide open plains looking for some of the wildebeest or a zebra or whatever else tickles our fancy today. So it is quite a brisk wind, there's a lot of game this bowl in front of us, and true to fashion there's a group of ostriches just smoking their way down there, blowing game out in front of them. Horrible creatures. But we'll carry on looking and see what we can find. There are a lot of wildebeest here, so we're going to keep scoping them and see what we see.
Sounds wonderful.
Black wildebeest bulls in front of us. You can see them there. Got a strong crosswind here. We'll just walk in a straight line and just start heading toward them, the inner dip there, and just see if there's more in the dip with them. As soon as I get a bit, I can't quite get a range on them, they're probably 400, 500 from us now, but we can keep going forward and we'll just see what else is over this ledge here. But definitely two bulls there so far that we can see.
Two over there are bulls?
Yes. Just going to put this up in case they come any closer, because they're at 220 now. But that bull's trotting this way, coming back to his cows.
Walking kind of towards us?
Yeah. Okay, so he's standing there now.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna wait for him to stop. We're on the inside point of that shoulder. Stay away.
Full broadside.
Full broadside will go middle of the shoulder, will drift to the crease. If he's got a bit of a quarter, we'll... Okay, just let him come.
There he's stopping.
You go on the shoulder.
Stop.
Okay, inside point of the shoulder, like by his nostrils, go dead center of the chest, in line with the nostril.
Felt like I was behind.
Now you got him in the crease, but we may have to put another one in him. But I hit him just in the crease of the shoulder. I did see the impact.
Okay, let me go ahead and we'll have another one in there.
Okay. Okay, you see him there? Okay, let me just get another range on him just to be sure. Okay, you go midway up, just on the front of his chest. Take your time. That hit him solid. That probably do it. Let's just watch him. That's a solid hit. Well, Greg, that wildebeest trotted off there. He's gone. He's very much close to the end, about to expire. The first shot down here, frontal quarter, quite a tough shot, quite a strong crosswind. We hit him just behind the shoulder. I saw the dust fly off, so it probably connected one lung into liver, and he took off. And that's the beauty of carrying a gun that can reach out there. You know, we don't intend on shooting far, but then you put another shot in him across there at about 550 to really anchor him. And yeah, he went up there really slow and just lying down there expiring, but we will walk up there slowly. If we need to, we'll put another shot in him, but he quite possibly would have expired by the time we get there. But yeah, it's just always tough shooting in crosswinds. And yeah, it was quite interesting seeing that bull in between all the cows and that, and he got very inquisitive and saw us sitting down, was coming closer kind of aggressively. So yeah, we definitely shot a nice old bull, and the dominant bulls around here, so we'll walk up there slowly, and if we need to, shoot again, otherwise he would have expired. Good stuff, man.
Perfect.
Get the bosses on there. It's a proper bull.
That is a fantastic animal. Absolutely. Whew.
Let me take that rifle from you, sir.
There you go.
Sit down here and check it out. That is what I would term a proper black wildebeest. That is serious mass. Check at that. Look at that. That's from fighting. We saw him fighting another bull, and he warded off that bull and came trotting back to his cows. And I tell you what, curiosity killed the cat. Isn't that the old saying? They definitely were like coming toward us. He kept looking at us and yeah, presented a shot. So put 3 in him, but he's down and he didn't go very far at all. That first shot definitely hit back lung and we just mopped it up quite quickly. So congrats on a really great bull. Got a bit of everything. Extreme mass, good length, a lot of age to this guy. So awesome job, sir.
Thank you. Magnificent animal.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Scapula, crease, vitals, first shot. So went as far as he did because I was pretty confident that's where I saw the dust, but it was that frontal quarter, so it hit probably one lung, liver, just the angle of the approach of the shot is what caught us out there. But actually not a bad shot at all. So that was the first one, second one just here, third one that side. So all pretty much there and thereabouts. Tough animals. Greg, I mean, a lot of game moving this afternoon. I tell you what, they obviously sense there's bad weather around, but the beautiful Nyala bull on there, definitely the best we've seen. We've seen 2 bulls earlier today and passed them up. I wasn't happy with them, but I'm very happy with this one. So right now it's about 600 yards and we've got a lot of cover, so I think we're just going to take a slow walk down, winds pumping in our face here, and just see they're notorious for last minute as you get there ducking into the trees. So we'll give it a go though, but it's definitely a bull worth trying. So we'll march on down here and see if we get onto it. Perfect. Safe shot. Are you on him? Okay, take him.
Assuming I hit him right.
I was holding that cough in. We knew Nyala would be close and personal, and our cameraman extraordinaire gets the full credit on this one. He spotted him from 600 yards. He spotted him from 80 yards when we got in. We were staring in this brush and he just saw that white hair. And I just said to you, I don't know if this bull will step out in the open again. It's getting towards dark. I feel like he's heading into this thicket. And he stepped out. Oh, they're beautiful animals.
It's a magnificent animal.
One of my absolute all-time favorites. Oh my goodness. Right.
Yeah, I thought that. I didn't think he was right here. I thought he was. Let's see, it's like he's spilling enough blood.
Serious blood trail. Tell you what, even a blind tracking dog without a nose could have followed that one. But there is your Nyala laying.
Yeah.
I think that bullet might have clipped a brush or something, or maybe the way it clipped his elbow. Big entrance hole. Okay, check that out, my friend.
That thing must have.
Yeah, you see it graze through the shoulder there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but check him out. Isn't that cool? Just a classic looking Nyala bull. You can see lots of rubbing on trees for years. And just nice and parallel, big ivory tips. And just a beautiful animal. One of my all-time favorites. And yeah, he ran quite a ways, but a solid blood trail for us to follow. And found him tucked up here in the forest. And all just in time before it gets dark. Congrats, my friend. I know you, after you'd seen a few Nyala, you said I'd really, if the opportunity ever presented, we'd like to go after one. And I mean, we're looking for Impala mainly here today, and saw a Nyala bull feed out, so made the most of it. Got your Nyala.
Wonderful.
Congrats, my friend.
Thank you, Stix.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Gentlemen and ladies, some of you might be aware we're a really special tradition here at John X Safaris. For those of you who are coming over here and hunting your first Cape buffalo with us, it's a really special occasion. Greg, I know from the beginning you said it was something you were looking forward to. You'd spoken to a lot of your friends about it. You'd seen buffalo on your photographic tours before the hunt and getting really excited about it. There's just a little memento to commemorate your hunt. So you're part of the John X Duggar Boy Club. It's just a little 3D printed skull. Keep it on your desk, look at it, remember the hunt, and well done, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Absolute pleasure.
It was a very fun hunt. You know, I mean, I've got to say, we've all, I think, seen some beautiful animals, all of this, you know, had some experiences glassing, you know, seeing the different ways they interact, but I am not going to lie, chasing this animal definitely can make you pucker up just a little bit. It was fun, and you made me feel a little bit more comfortable just kind of running into unknown country, unknown territory after an unknown animal. So thank you very much, all of you guys. To here to John X.
Yes.
Cheers, cheers.
Salute.
Been a pleasure, sir. Baboons ran right through them. It looked like that big ape was going to catch that Impala and throttle him, get into a tussle. But the apes have moved off, and those Impala are still chilled there, so we definitely can get a bit closer. They're still 300 yards from us now. There's a nice shooter ram in that bachelor herd, so very thick horns on him, thick neck. They're quite relaxed, so let's just see if we can pick our way further down here as we have been. That ram's standing broadside, but there's one brush, cluster of brush like this, just over his shoulder. And I'm still getting him at about 260. If we you're gonna have to just move a little bit across to try and get a better angle with that brush. Let's just get set up here and watch, because if he feeds anywhere down, up or right, he'll come into clearing. Just to his left there's a bit of thicket, but the others are feeding around him, so he could turn and then he'd be fine, be clear. They're just here in the trees about 100 yards in front of us. Okay, just get on there. We'll just wait, let that other one pass, and then we'll move right to the next gap.
Let's him with his head down, kind of continue.
Yeah. I just want to wait for that one to clear so it doesn't see us, and we'll just keep cutting forward. Let's try and catch the next gaps. Left there. You on him? Okay, just squeeze that shot off there. Safety. Just squeeze it off on that shoulder.
One little twig right.
Yeah. Perfect shot. Perfect shot.
Yeah. Give him a second.
Yeah, I can see him. There, he just fell over.
Right there.
Yeah, I just stopped dead in their track when I saw him fall. So,
Okay.
very interesting hunt.
That was.
See what, we started right on top there, we did some side hilling in that wet stuff, sliding down stones, came down, we had a troop of baboons to contend with, and yeah, we followed them over here, looped a bit around the wind and just could not get a shot, just in the thick stuff, bit of brush, but they never once knew we were here. And followed them right down the hill, perfect position, got him. Good job, sir.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I kind of wonder if the baboons helped us a little bit. You know, they kept looking up at that barking.
And baboons make a lot of noise moving through the trees, especially a whole troop. They roll stones looking for insects and stuff. And they would have also masked our sound, because we weren't so subtle coming down that hillside. It was slippery, stony, and definitely I think they got kind of accustomed to and acclimated to hearing a lot of rock movement with that troop of baboons.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely saw him fall there. We'll go check him out.
There's something snorted over here.
That's exactly where I saw him fall. He ran behind this big bush. Beautiful, lovely ram. You can tell he's got age to him because of this crimping around the bottom rings here. And just a classic square shape ram, absolute classic. You know, the underrated Impala, super common animal, but just beautiful, much like the Springbuck. Soft fur, delicate colors, looks like he's got eyeshadow, like someone's done their makeup. It's a beautiful animal, just a classic square shape ram. And yeah, we had a really fun hunt this morning for him, so a bit of everything. So congrats, a beautiful Impala.
Thank you.
Absolute pleasure, my friend. We've had a relaxing afternoon after a tremendous safari. Came here to a little cliff and seen a lot of game. A nice way to kind of end off. We've seen beautiful blue eland bull, a couple kudu bulls, buffalo across the way there. And yeah, you know, it's nice sometimes just to sit, observe, pick apart the environment, see what you see. But yeah, we've had a tremendous week together. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and we shot a great bag of animals, Greg, and it's been a heck of a lot of fun on the way.
It's been a lot of fun. I've certainly enjoyed the trip, and this has been an amazing experience. As I mentioned to some of the guys back at the lodge, you know, I feel like my taste for Africa has only grown after just this kind of appetizer to whet the appetite for additional hunting adventures, going new places, running into new species. So this has been a fantastic experience across the board. wonderful company, wonderful staff, wonderful trackers. Everybody has been a pleasure to be around, so I very much appreciate the experience.
It's been an absolute pleasure, sir. Absolute pleasure.
All right.
I can see that being a problem.
In the back of my eye. In the back of my eye. Right in the back of my